Hi, it's Dr. Andrew Choi from Riverside, California.
Hey everyone, I'm Cynthia, a current dental student in New York.
Jonathan Miller here with Fortune Practice Management.
I'm Chet Spivey from Ivoclar Vivadan.
We all want to help our patients right now.
We all want to keep our practices.
Graduate on time.
Our teams.
Our livelihood.
Alive. And we all want
tomorrow to come today. But today is an opportunity to learn.
To learn.
To lead, to share.
For a better tomorrow.
For a better tomorrow.
For a better tomorrow.
Together, we can prepare
for the future. Together,
we can make a difference.
For whenever that tomorrow comes.
Everybody continue to support one another, and remember,
we will come back from this.
We're all in this together.
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 We rise.
Hey guys, Kevin Henry with Ignite DA, practicing my social distancing, but still getting out of the house a little bit. Hope that you all are as well. Just want to let you know about all the great things that we have coming up with Care Credit, Dr. Bicuspid, so many good people coming on board with us from the KOL side, from the key opinion leader side, from the thought leader side to talk about what's going on right now in our industry and how you need to be prepared for what's to come whenever dentistry kicks back in full steam. I'm so excited about what we're doing with Care Credit, Dr. Bicuspid, Ignite DA, Ignite DDS, all working together to provide you some great information. So hey, stay healthy, stay away from each other, but more than anything else, stay tuned because we've got so many good things coming to you and we want to make sure that you're a part of the information that we're going to share from some of the best minds out there in dentistry. Hey, together we rise. Look forward to seeing you online. Dr. Bicuspid, Ignite DA, Ignite DDS, Care Credit, all coming together. Facebook Live, so much happening. Can't wait to see you.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you're getting excited for another episode here today. I know I am. I'm learning a ton from all of our experts. Before we start though, I kind of want to talk to you about something that's really important, something we've focused on our whole careers for other people, wellness. We've worked so hard to keep them well. And I don't know about you, but if you're anything like me, in the last month and a half, I've learned an awful lot about needing to keep myself well. We need to keep ourselves well. So as we launch the Digital Academy on IgniteDDS.com, that's going to be awesome, FYI. We decided we'd lead the charge with a wellness page, a yoga page. So I'm personally inviting y'all to join us 9 a.m. Tuesday, Thursday mornings Eastern Time on IgniteDDS.com/yoga for our session to help you stay healthy. We've got meditation sessions, we've got yoga sessions coming in. So join us, IgniteDDS.com/yoga. We want to help you guys stay well too. Cheers.
Hey everybody, it is Kevin Henry, co-founder of Ignite DA and editor-in-chief for drbicuspid.com. Hope you all are doing well, and I hope that Dr. David Rice of Ignite DDS is doing well also. How are you, buddy?
I'm fantastic, Kevin. It sun's out, sky's blue. I say that a lot on these. It's sunny a lot in Florida. I'm not in Buffalo, so I feel really, really good.
I keep waiting for those sun's out, guns out, and just flex or something. But hey, it's all
start wearing my tank tops to these.
Exactly.
Those are 40 years gone. So no, I'm super stoked to be here with you, Kevin. And I have to be 100% honest. I'm extra excited today. A lot of you know Ann Duffy. I met Ann, gosh, Ann, how many years ago was it?
I want to say 6. Well, whenever you started Ignite, it was your second year at ASDA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I knew in under 30 seconds that Ann was one of the most special people in dentistry I was going to be lucky enough to call friends. So, founder, CEO, operator of Dental Entrepreneur of Do. So we'll let Ann share the story a little bit more, and then we'll jump into today's topic. But I'm so grateful that you're here with us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you both. I love you both. You guys have been instrumental in just welcoming me into your world, because I think when I went to the ASDA Leadership Seminar and met you, David, I was just kind of ramping up Dental Entrepreneur. I had just purchased it and it was my baby, and you took me under your wing. So I love that we share the verve and the passion for the young dentist on the business side of dentistry. And then, and Kevin, you and we met actually in Washington, D.C. at the ADMC. We were on the bus together.
We were.
We
saw some good sights that night. Absolutely.
We sure did. And it's such a joy in dentistry, the community, the profession, how we help each other, we support each other. No wonder that, about 3 years ago, I hung the phone up outraged that women in dentistry weren't getting their due, so to speak, and there is a pun intended there, that I wanted to do something to highlight, inspire, empower, and truly connect all women in dentistry and all career paths, because that's my journey in dentistry. The long time I've been in, I'm still practicing a half day a week and publishing both magazines. David writes for us in every issue of Dental Entrepreneur, always wraps it up for us on the power to succeed. And I'm so thankful for you on that. I love your energy. And, I coined you as the Pied Piper of the young dentist. And Kevin, I think you'd agree, right? He is the Pied Piper.
I tell you what, he's
gotten
so many people to follow along and has been very instrumental in a lot of people's lives. And Ann, dare I say, you're the same way. So, mutual admiration society in effect here, I think. So
look at us go. What a day.
No.
So Ann, I have to ask you from like a clinical hat, you and I are going back to work, and I'm not exactly sure when that is, but it's coming soon. And I'm just curious, as a hygienist who's gone through all of this and now coming back into patient care, how do you feel about it?
Well, I'm excited to get back. I really am. I didn't think I would be, but I miss it. I miss my patients. I miss the team. So I'm excited to get back. It's a little daunting because we had a meeting yesterday, and my boss, I feel, this sounds haughty probably, and but I am a mom, and I kind of feel like I've helped raise him. He's like a son to me, and he's also a very healthy guy, and it's really hard, I think, for some of the healthy dentists out there to really take all this as seriously as we need to take it. And so when we went in there yesterday, he's like, I don't care if I get sick, and I think it's going to be just fine. And I've been seeing emergencies, and a guy came in and he wanted to shake my hand, or I went to shake his hand, and he goes, "Oh no, I'm going to give you an elbow." And he goes, "Hey, I'm going to be in your mouth in less than 5 minutes. And there's a lot of saliva flowing around. I think I can shake your hand." And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what's happening here? And I feel like I need to go back, honestly, just as a mentor to the young women in the office, my young doc, maybe I don't know what it is, you live long enough, you've got experience to share that, it's not about us. It's really about the patient's perception when they walk in the office, for starters. I mean, we all want to be safe, right? But you can't just not do anything and be cavalier about it. So I was shocked. There's so many variables in this, you guys, like it's from one spectrum to the other, like the PPE and what the states are saying, that it's mind boggling. I'm not afraid of it, but I really feel responsibility to the world, really, in doing everything that I can that is recommended. And I'm hoping, I think by the end of our meeting yesterday, everybody was pretty much on board with, getting the right PPE, calling the patients the proper way, setting up a strategy to get them back. But my call to action for everyone listening to this is be a leader, because you just realize that there's, this is where leaders are going to step up and take, I don't know if it's charge or just give the example, but we really have to, no matter where you are in the order in that office. Like, I'm a hygienist, so like I don't have this last say, but I feel like you have so many people that are following you, Kevin, with Ignite DA, and David with the young dentist, and how they present to their practices, and me with women in dentistry. We have to, plead with your leadership. Don't be afraid to say what you think is right, and then have a good discussion. And to the dentists that are the bosses out there, the owners, really be humble and listen. That's just, I'm pleading for them, because everyone's coming back with a different anxiety level. And for instance, one of our hygienists is really afraid to come back, and so I'm not afraid to come back, but she is. So we have to really value that and really listen, with our hearts open. So that's a long answer to, am I excited to get back? Yeah, I love dentistry. I love I love dental hygiene. I love it all. So yeah, I'm excited.
I like that. And you mentioned a lot of really great points. Kevin, what are you hearing on the assistant side, emotionally, excitement versus what Ann said, anxiety? Where are we?
It's a fine line, to be perfectly honest with you. A lot of assistants, like you said, Ann, are missing their patients. They want to get back. They're ready to work. Netflix has grown boring, and they're ready to get back. But at the same time, some of them have small children. Some of them live with their parents. Some of them have extenuating family circumstances or even health conditions on their own that, and to your point, everybody kind of has a little different background, a little different mindset to this. And I think that that's something that every leader in the practice needs to be aware of. So I'm really glad that you brought that up.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. I think it was interesting because, again, being with everybody again yesterday was really fun. And just to see them, we all came in with our mask and sat 6 feet apart, but then it felt like you were maybe overkill, but it's real, right? But that one thing that was really on their mind were the young moms, the homeschooling. We love dentistry, right? But teachers, hopefully we're going to come out of this that they're going to get more recognition, higher pay. All of that. But who knows? We've got so much money flowing out of everybody's ears. We don't know where that's going to happen, how that's going to happen. But I do think the appreciation will go a long way, because it's really, again, to your point too, Kevin, everyone's got a different circumstance. I'm pretty footloose and fancy free. I can go back. I don't have anything holding me back from that. But there's way bigger things going on in other people's lives that then going back to work, and not a lot of them aren't going to be able to.
You're right. Absolutely.
True story. So Ann, I'm curious, what did you notice about each team member being different with one another? Was everybody pretty open and receptive to hearing each other out, or were people guarded?
No, I think they were, no, everyone's way more guarded than I am. Okay. So okay. I have no filter. I'm just like, I just speak from, my heart, and I'm not afraid to do that. So yeah, a lot of people were looking at me like, what is she saying? And, but if you stick with me long enough, I usually can be able to win you over with maybe some logic and all that. But yeah, no, they weren't. I don't think I think that it's going to be very interesting, because the leaders, if you don't have someone that's going to speak up, some people are going to be taken advantage of, because they're going to try to cut corners. They're not going to believe in what we need to do. They're going, and I was on actually another thing I was on this morning, guys, a coffee chat with 10 dudes, all leaders, all out in the field, with their tentacles out there, hearing what's going on. And, some of the things that are going to be coming down on dentists if they don't abide by the laws, by the state, by the ADA and all that. It's going to be severe. It's not like, oh, you're going to get a slap on the hand or slap on the wrist like we used to get when we didn't have everything OSHA compliant. Because what some of the gals were saying is that people are going to be encouraged to rat people out. It sounds so terrible to say rat people out, but to tell on each other. I mean, and I was like, what is that about? So there's going to be a lot of things like that that I think it's going to make the team members afraid if they see something not done perfectly right, or the way, you know, by code or whatever. They're going to be afraid to work there. And, you know, a lot of them don't have the, maybe the ability, the experience, the chutzpah to say anything. So it's, again, you're going to have all different types in every office. So you're going to have people that are going to speak up and some that aren't, but we just really hope everyone's going to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be big. You know, I think holding each other accountable to do the right thing, knowing that ultimately it could impact patients, team members, families, doctors, you know, whatever it could be. I think that's going to be a very big cloud, you know, and not in a bad way, but really hopefully guiding some folks that if they cut corners in the past or did things 90% right before, that there's no room for that at this point in our industry.
I think it's kind of tough though in a way because, you know, I mean, I started practicing, I know I was only 5 when I started practicing dental hygiene. But I mean, I was in the AIDS environment, you guys. No gloves, no glasses, no mask, no nothing. So, you know, I guess in a way, you know, when you've been through all that, you're a little bit more bulletproof. And I do think the young people, at least in my experience, and you know, David, I don't know how you are with your parents, but my kids were like, you know, you left the house, you did this, you did that. So again, everybody that's going to walk in that practice is going to have a different outlook on how this all went down. And does it seem like it's been a year to you guys? Because it sure seems like it's been longer than 5 weeks. You know, I mean, are we in our 6th week now or something like that? But I mean, like,
crazy.
Just feels like when did we not have COVID or coronavirus in front of us like this? So, you know, not only do we have to, you know, be mindful of our team members, again, I feel like I'll be taking them under my wing and helping them through that. I've been sending, you know, I've been the one sending all the different emails, the continuing education, all, you know, the Zoom calls I set up, but, you know, like I never have heard from my doctor until yesterday. So I really thought, you know, I can publish Dental Entrepreneur Business Beyond the Classroom, but I can't make you read it. And, you know, that's just a little disheartening, but I keep working. I'm always hopeful that I'm going to get through, and I do. But again, we've got so much great information out there to be able to enter back into your practice and to really take it seriously and to do a good job and to do it the right way. And I think, you know, if you don't feel armed with the right ammunition, if you will, then you're not paying attention to what's out there, because we've got some great resources. You've been doing some great stuff. Great article, again, David, in this spring issue of Dental Entrepreneur that's going out next week. And you know, all the stuff that the webinars all over. I mean, there's a lot of great stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We're lucky in dentistry. We've got a lot of tremendous people who've really stepped out and beyond to help everybody, which is amazing. So I'm curious too, did you talk about all the different patient emotions and how people might come in and how you'd handle that as a team at all?
Not to my satisfaction. Okay, so that's going to be something that's going to roll out, I believe, as we move forward. But I think it's going to be very important to set up a strategy to bring people back and to find out how people are doing. You know, again, it's hard to have empathy or to understand somebody else if you don't have those feelings yourself. So if you think you're okay and everybody else is fine, it's kind of hard to understand that there's going to be a lot of people that don't even want to come back to the dentist. They wouldn't step in their foot inside a dental office at this time because they're afraid. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I think that it's really important to check in with your team, to have some kind of scripting, to have some practice before we get on the phone, to find out, so we're all on the same page. And then also to be really authentic. I mean, be ourselves, because, we've got people that we know that have been through some trauma or with this, or, and we have to have time to listen, time to reset the rooms. There's a lot of variables here that, I think are going to be okay, but it's a little scary. How are we going to have time to hear from the patient, to do all the things we need to do for, OSHA and to keep everybody safe, and to take and do the treatment, right?
Right.
So I've been on a lot of webinars and just great stuff that I think that we kind of know because we've been in dentistry for so long. It's pretty simple, but it's always good to hear again and kind of just, affirm that we're on the right path. And I think those that are doing the right thing all along, and that have good practices are going to continue with that. And I'm in a practice like that. We've got patients that, really think we do the right thing. We've got a great relationship with them. But it's not going to be the same. Dentistry is never going to be the same after, after all of this. I don't know. I mean, how are you feeling about it? Are you excited?
I'm always excited.
Yeah.
I'm always excited. Although I'm not afraid of it, I'm very conscious that I would never, ever want to be a vector of this virus to anybody. So we are going to through the roof on doing everything the right way and over communicating and with our team, with our patients, with everybody. And we're going to ramp up slowly as far as introducing patients back into the practice. To your point, there's going to be an expectation where patients, we're going to have early adopters who come back right away. They can't believe we've been closed. We're going to have people who are in that bubble in the middle, and we're going to have a lot of people on the other side, to your point, who don't want to come in. So how are we going to have conversations with each one of those groups? And then when they come in, I think it's going to be a gut check because, a lot of people can say, I'm not nervous, I'm not anxious, but when they actually walk through that front door, it's going to be really interesting.
Well, yeah, and especially if you live in an area where, so far, I still don't. Well, I've known 3 people that have had coronavirus, and they're all okay. So other than that, nobody else I know. So again, I think it's going to be. We have to treat every single patient like they have it, right? I mean, pretty much across the board. We have to be that careful, and I think that it's our responsibility to impart that on people we're working with right now. I mean, right. I really feel like it's my responsibility, and I'm not going to, and I have to look at myself in the mirror. I mean, if I brought coronavirus home to my husband, who is, he's got some issues that he should not be around it. I feel terrible, and it would be ridiculous that I didn't take those precautions. So to your point, I'm going to be very careful because I care about everybody else, and we have to take it seriously. So, especially really all of you in New York. I mean, the people that you've got these friends in New York. That's so huge. It's huge every day. It's just heart-wrenching how something like this could even happen. Stops the world.
Stops the world. Yeah. Kev, thoughts?
I think the communication with each patient that are in those slices that you talked about a minute ago, I think that's going to be one of the biggest roles the team members have in the coming days and weeks is reassuring, informing, making sure that people feel comfortable. I mean, you're going to have to wear a lot of different hats in addition to that scrub that you may be putting on, but I think psychologist is going to be a big part of what dental team members are doing over the next few days. And some of that may just be a simple, how are you doing? And then listening, like you said, Ann, I think that people have stories and things that they want to share, and dental team members and dentists, you better be ready to listen.
Yeah, we're so lucky because we are a profession of caring. And I do think that, if you kind of start with the love of people and, and you try to and we're all doing our best. I don't want to judge anybody, again, it sounds like I was a little hard hard on my boss, but he's coming around, and I don't want to judge because everybody's making the decisions that they think are the best for them. And, you know, we have to realize that. And when this is all over, I'm just going to remember that I think people tried to do their best.
Yeah. I think that's a really, really great point. Everybody has their own perspective. Everybody's putting their best foot forward. And any final thought based on that point, and knowing that despite the fact that we're all putting our best foot forward, probably all of us are going to experience something where we go,
yeah.
You know, any final thoughts to share with everybody?
Well, I think as a hygienist, and I mean, I love that profession, so that's my role, is the final thought would be to do the best I can, to take on leadership, to, you know, listen and help the young people that are on my team, to help them walk through this, and anyone that's a little bit nervous or scared, patient-wise or whatever. And I think just, you know, hope for the best. I'm not getting off my knees. I'll tell you that. Stay on my knees and just do the best I can. I think if everybody, my whole motto and mantra with do is keep doing you. And I think if we keep doing us, we're going to be fine. We're going to be great. We're going to get through this. We're going to look back on this next year and like, wow, we did it.
I agree.
Love that.
Cav, take us home, buddy.
Now, I hope that all of you, if you don't know Ann, you can sense the positivity that she brings through the camera every time, and it's hopefully we'll actually get to experience that in person again sometime soon. So, yeah. Ann, thanks so much for joining Dave and I. We really do appreciate it.
I love you guys. Thank you, and good luck to both of you. Best to your families.
And thanks to all of you for watching. We'll be back soon with another expert out there to help you get through these times that we're all going through together, because we believe strongly here at Ignite, together we rise.